Now this has been smoked, sprayed, and this is my pattern, and it's going right on here. And if you feel more comfortable taping it down, which I do, and like I said in the instructions that I mailed each one of you, I trace from the original pattern because I don't want it to get distorted. And if I copy it with tracing paper, then it kind of gets distorted. The head gets bigger, the beak does different, and it just becomes kind of an oddball looking little bird. And the more you trace it, the more you get it distorted, especially when you're doing like a human face or a facial person or animal. This is the paper I was referring to. This is transfer paper, and this is the white. It's by Lowell Cornell. Actually, it's made here in North Carolina, and it comes in nice sheets, a package. This is the gray, which I'll be using today. I'm going to slip this gray right up under my pattern and make sure it's lined up again. And as I said, I use a ballpoint pen, and I'm just going to go over my pattern lines just to give me an outline of what I need. The main thing I want you to be very careful when you transfer is your bird, because you want him to really get all his parts showed up so that you will know exactly where what goes. There's his little beak, and it comes out, and I love for him to tilt up a little bit and under here. This is his little ear area. And this is his eye. Just put a circle in for an eye, because you're going to cover all this up. And I'm just getting the hairlines and joining right here. Then he's got a little V, and it comes over. This is his belly and chest area, and down. And then, see, I can just lift up. I can get a hold of it, and I can see the patterns coming on there just great. Now, you will continue, and when you're doing your little pear, come right under, give it a smile line there, and the stem comes up and across. Comes over and stops at the bird and around. Now, after you've gotten your pattern on there, we're going to begin to base coat. And if you can get all this done, I'm going to gently lift that up and move it, because there's something else I wanted to show you. And that's how I came about this design. My husband and I brought pears in every day off the tree, and I would line them up every kind of way I could and take pictures of them. You can see that touch of beautiful red right there in that one. Then I'd get another picture of the next day and look at the red that showed up here. Then I found a bird, and I started clicking in my mind the bird, and then sitting on all those three pears, and how good that would be, because they picked them, and they about eat them up, but quick as they hit the ground, and somebody was after them. But the coolest thing of all is my husband found this, and that is just a simple hot pad, and it had a pear with some holly and berries and a little chickadee, and these are Carolina chickadees, and we're not sure, well, rather there's also an American chickadee, but you cannot tell the sexes apart, so yours can be a male or female. I always choose he's, but that is what he gave to me, and I've always kept all this together in one packet, never have used this pad. I hope that will help you to learn how you can sort of put things together and think about it. And I just had him sitting up here, and finally found the design I wanted, and all went from there, and that's how the Chickadee and Pears came to be. And I'm so glad y'all like it, and I hope that we just can go from getting your pattern on to base coating.